Hey everybody, I'm Daniel from Athletic, and today we are very anxious to introduce our colleague, our friend, and one of the best friends of us here, Mr. Cesar. How are you, man?
Mr. Cesar. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and hope to talk this very informal talk today, and I'm glad to be here.
Man, actually we are here because we are introducing our podcasts from now on, and of course we could not fail in inviting you as our first guest here, because you are a very motivated and addicted almost guy in sports and in gyms. You really work out for a long time ago, and right now facing after this COVID-19 that was changing our life completely. How do you feel? What are you looking at in the market, in the gyms? How is everything now, in your opinion, Cesar?
Yeah, sharing my... First of all, thanks for having me again, and
our pleasure.
Giving my personal experience. You know, I've been working out for about 10 years. I mean, it's not that much, but I remember that I started working out and looking to have a different body. And just today I was watching an interview, and the guy said that 99% of people that go to the gym, they are looking to have a better body.
For sure, yeah.
Right? Much more than be healthy or having a healthier health style.
Everyone wants to be
looking good, yeah.
Looking better,
people
yeah.
want to look good, yeah, that's right. So I started about 10 years ago. And just answering your question about the pandemic, what I felt during the pandemic is that people went for two different directions in the very opposite way. I mean, some people started to drink a lot, to eat a lot.
Definitely,
they
yeah.
stopped taking care of their body. And I see that these other people, I would say 50-50, started to taking so much more care of their bodies. And myself, I was one of these cases. No, I stopped drinking. I mean, I haven't
Really?
drank for 2 years. Yeah, since 2020. Well, I restarted right now, but I stopped for 2 years.
Oh man, I couldn't quit my glass of wine.
Yeah, I know. It's
and some beer sometimes,
yeah.
but of course socially, you know.
Yeah, of course, not that much, never. But for 2 years, I really stopped drinking. I haven't had a beer.
And how did you feel in your body? You got
Without
some results
alcohol?
about it? Yeah.
You know that? Not actually, but maybe it was because it came with other stuff together. I mean, besides of not having drink, I mean not alcohol.
Sure.
I started to eat better. You know, as we were talking right before.
Healthier than before.
Oh yeah. Less carbs and
fat.
Much more salad that I wasn't used to before the pandemic. So I see that people went for these two directions, you know.
That's amazing, you know, because
yeah.
we can face everyone that has changed some habits, and more than other things, they got conscious that after this virus, you must be more health, you must be prepared, let's say, in your body, physically speaking and mentally speaking also, because could you notice that how many people was depressed, was felt like locked down, so hit directly to the mind, to the mood of the people. And I think this complements healthier body with healthier mentally speaking. Everyone is seeking for this much more than before, right? Don't you think about
it? Definitely. People were afraid to die. I mean, it was a virus and people didn't know what it was exactly. So I feel that people
everyone
like me, I mean, everyone was afraid of dying. So that what made people started to look for different ways. I mean, different ways to live life. And I feel that right now it's changing again. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same, but people are going back to the normal life that was before the pandemic, you know.
Actually, Cesar, we realized in Athletic this moment because we had a boost of sales in the home fitness equipment, because everyone couldn't go to the gyms, couldn't go even to the sidewalk to walk a little bit. So everyone locked at home. Man, it was increasing the seeking of fitness equipment for home use. You know, even a pair of dumbbells or a trampoline, equipment like this, or a spinning bike, or a small treadmill for your house. So this feeling that man, I need to be prepared, I need to be held. So let's go for some products in this matter. And after this, and right now, that's why actually I was asking you your opinion. Back into the normal life, let's say, this habit was almost like my lifestyle right now. And then the gyms, that also Athletic is realizing right now the boost of sales in the industry, the commercial use equipment. Mm-hmm. All the gyms are are full of people. And after this, the new trends, let's say, like CrossFit, it's a normal exercise right now, but you know, it's exercise like I'm a tennis player, right? Tennis player and volleyball, sand volleyball player. And right now there are personals specialized in this specific sport to improve your skills in the sport, doing exercise, you know, like niches, let's say, for tennis, for football, for soccer, for any sport, specialized in the exercises to getting better your performance in your sport.
Yeah, it's directed to someone that wants to play some specific sport.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
You know, Brazil and other countries, but Brazil especially, it's fever right now, the beach tennis.
Beach tennis.
And paddle. And then we are realizing that all the people is playing, couples, younger or older people, mixing together man and wife. It's very nice because as a sport lovers, we are celebrating this moment, no? So now, right now that we are coming back to our places in the beaches, in the seashores of Brazilian coast, couldn't you see this new sports, let's say, or new practicing in the beaches here in Brazil?
Oh yeah. I think that beach tennis, it's the perfect example because it's a very new sport, right?
Yeah.
And we have a friend in common, and I remember that he started to play like maybe 7 years ago, where no one used to talk about beach tennis.
Yeah.
No one had no idea about what was beach tennis, and right now you see everywhere in beaches in Brazil is very famous. Just wanted to go back to what you said about this boom of sales. 2020, of course, when the pandemic occurs. I felt that some big company, as an example of this boom, was Peloton. Mm-hmm. Well, it's unbelievable what happened in Peloton in 2020. They basically appeared to the world. I mean, it was really crazy what happened. People looking for stuff to, like we have here, this kind of equipment at home, to work out at home. No one wanted to go to the gym.
And they and other brands like also us, with some services that we can improve and provide to our end consumers, we realized that the gamification, let's say, about sports and about the physical activities has introduced in our lives, because the example that you said, you have occasionally a product at your home, but actually it's online service, online personal, giving you the instructions, giving you the orientation on how to do the exercise with a big screen, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you can also do online grupal trainings, grupal sections, because you can be with 30, 40 people all together connected online, and anyone in its own house.
Yeah.
So this technology
yeah.
was introduced also in the physical activities, right?
I'm a YouTube lover. I mean, I love YouTube. I actually pay a monthly YouTube to have not to have the commercials, you know, to watch the videos
Sure.
without commercial, without stop. And I saw that during the pandemic, it was amazing the number of new people teaching how to do exercise at home.
Sure.
With new channels, new people,
New
personal
apps.
trainers, new apps. It was amazing. It was amazing to see that.
And that's a trend because, again, we have children at home. They play. If you don't stop them, they can be playing online all day long. So,
Yeah.
but in this concept, the positive side of this is the gamification was introduced in this kind of business, you know, in the industry of fitness, and it just gives us new options, new concepts to do exercise, or alone, or of course online, alone at your home, but also if you can introduce to your friends and create groups and then compete by themselves, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, today I reached 12 kilometers per hour and I won against you because you just got 10, and so it becomes something fun. We get sweat, you get
in shape.
Yeah. And in the end you are healthier. So that's very nice. I'm enjoying this period right now because we can see an open options to spread much more our services, our products, you know, our solutions for everyone, because then you just not be limited. Oh, if I want to be shape or I want to be health, I must go to the gym or I must do this kind of exercise. No, you have a bunch of options right now. And with this interaction, this interactivity, actually, you know, we become more fun to do exercise to someone that never did, for instance.
Yeah, that's actually, in my opinion, the commitment of companies such as athletic. I mean, fitness companies is not only about sell equipment, it's not only about selling a treadmill, it's about to promote. You guys are promoters of exercise in general. It's something
actually is our mission.
Yeah, it's your mission, exactly. So it makes sense that you have much more interest in that than anything else. That people really exercise. Of course, you are selling your product, no doubt about it. But at the end,
but the product is a consequence.
It's a consequence, of course.
Yeah, new habit, you know.
Yeah. The important thing is that people have this mindset made to exercise. I mean, that I need to exercise. I need to use my energy with something that is gonna make me healthier, and not only, you know, the sedentary way of life that our parents used to have. And
no, for sure.
You know.
And you said a word that we really get it. It's a commitment. Since we are spread out, thanks God, in the whole world with our products, our services, everyone in each country, you know, due to our distributor, let's say, in the country, we really support them. We really give them all the materials and the orientations, the blogs, the issues about fitness, about a healthy life. And that's our commitment, actually, because we can or try to assure to a guy in Philippines, in Australia, or even here in Chile, wherever, the guy can be supported, can be orientated to do the correct exercise, to seeking a healthy life, I get a wellness, you know, feeling with athletic, because we can give them by our distributors, by our exclusive partners in the whole world, in each country, with this concept. Our main goal is this: if someone is happy, is satisfied, is motivated to do exercise and be good with this, feeling good, this is our main goal in life.
Oh, yeah. And I feel it's not only about to find a goal that fits in your product. It's really a philosophy. I feel that I'm not talking specifically about only athletic, but fitness companies in general, this industry, you know, you have this commitment, and it's, for me as a customer, I feel that it's clear that this is the message you're trying to spread, that exercising is good. You know, taking care of your life is good, taking care of your body is good, and that's nice. Concept. That's nice.
That's why 36 years ago,
36 years,
the founders of the company just thought this and felt these needs for everyone. So now we are here today, and of course we hope to be another 36 years or much more. Just given to everyone good feeling, good health, satisfaction, good shape, because in the end that's what everyone would like to be, right? Be in
shape.
Be in shape.
Yeah.
So one thing that we really notice is that activity or physical tourism, it was in the past. I mean, nowadays everyone can do physical activity, not just to be fit, to be shaped like Schwarzenegger, you know. We can see that in sports, all of the athletes, they are combining high performance, heat, you know, exercise really intensive, to give them more skills, more preparation for the performance in the fields. Let's say Gabriel Medina is one of the best examples that we have in Brazil as the surfer. It's new times comparing with the great Kelly Slater, but they was in the past, they were like, they had a gift to be a good surfer, right? Nowadays, besides the gift, you need to be prepared in the high performance, doing hard exercise to extend your professional life, let's say, you know. Also in skateboards, even more right now, because surf and skate are Olympic games, you know, Olympic sports. Right now in Brazil, we got Daniel Alves, our oldest soccer player, convocated to a World Cup, you see. And then this is also very nice, because we can extend our life, I mean, in high performance, in sports, longer than 10 years ago. Don't you think about that?
Yeah, if you take as an example, no, soccer, if you go back like 60 years ago, Pelé times, Garrincha times, we see that the body changed. The stereotype of the soccer play changed a lot. Well, if you see Cristiano Ronaldo right now,
it's one of the best examples.
Exactly. And you see those people with their 20s, 30s, and they look like 50 sometimes, you know. And this is something that I feel that changed a lot. I mean, high performance to be applied on your sport, whatever it is. I mean, if it's surf or if it's soccer, well, soccer,
tennis as well.
Tennis, yeah. So Cristiano Ronaldo is a very good example, because the guy is fit. I mean, he's very well shaped, and he is not a physicalist. He's a soccer player, and we didn't see that in the past.
Definitely. So. Actually, as a soccer lovers, also we can see going up to 38, 40 years old, what before was at most 32, 33 in high performance. I mean, and then they got retired because they couldn't keep having this good talent with the good body, good performance, physically speaking. And just changing about this, I can remember my mother and my father, they are 78 years old, man. Even 3 years ago, my mom retired to the volleyball player because she could jump anymore with 75 years.
Wow.
I said, Mom, come on. And that's why, because she always keep doing exercise, doing workouts, moderate workouts for sure. My father used to be a saloon soccer player, you know, and that's very nice because you can join with them, playing together, you see, with 30 years of difference between us. And we can share this moment that we will never forget because it's one of the best moments in your life, you know, doing exercise, having fun with your father or with your grandfather in just some cases. No?
And you see, this is something that we can share as an example. Well, your mother is a little bit older than mine, but mine is 75. Okay. And she, like 30 years ago, started for the first time in her life to go to the gym.
No
I
way.
mean, really lift weights. Man. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Amazing. Muscular activity, 75 years old. And it definitely wasn't something that was in her mindset or her mindset generation 30 years ago. Because people didn't have this mindset that I have to go to the gym to have a better life or even to look better. And so it's a mindset changing of a generation.
And they definitely can give you the feedback that they feel better with 75 or 78 years old, doing all the routines at home, you know, like moving a furniture, jumping up to get a cup, I don't know, something like that. Your normal, your real life, you need to move your body, you need to do some strengths, you know, and doing exercise, moderating or even some intensive by week, you can feel the difference of that, right?
Oh yeah, actually this is something interesting. The World Health Organization, they recommend us, general people, to do at least 150 to 300 minutes of exercise a week. I mean, that we're talking about cardio exercise. That's moderate activity. So it's something that, in general, people are actually doing that today. And that's really, really cool. I mean, it's, again, if you go back and you see the soccer players of 60, 50 years ago, in their 20s, they look like 30 or 40. Yeah. I mean, the 40 are the new 20s, so it's more or less like that. And it applies to our parents. As you said, your parents, 78 years old, or my mother, 75 years old. So that's
my
cool.
mom nowadays is still the goalkeeper of my son of 13 years old, playing soccer together and they having fun. Can you imagine this? No, when my kid will be older, he will remember, my gosh, my grandmother with 78 years old was my goalkeeper to be my trainings at home. Oh, It's amazing, right? And this just reinforces, and again, we feel this every day as a brand, as a manufacturer, that it's one appliance more in your home, having a gym equipment, I mean a fitness equipment, you know. You have one TV, you have your PlayStation, you have your refrigerator, and for sure you have one fitness equipment at home.
This is something that, I mean, me as a customer that go to a general store, like in Brazil we have some really famous and big stores, big chain stores, and I mean, no chance for you to find a treadmill in those stores 10 years ago maybe. And right
Never
now
is
it's
fun,
like
yeah.
you have to have it. I mean, it's right beside of the refrigerator. You're gonna find a spinning bike, a treadmill, a dumbbell at least. So this is nice. This is nice.
You see these big changes, as you said. Of course, they are spread out in the whole world, like Walmarts or whatever, Macros, Carrefours, anyone. We also provide to these guys because they have corridors entirely full of equipments or accessories to do workouts, and this just give us the idea that it's an habit, it's a routine.
It's something that came to stay. Yeah.
Came to stay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
And then you can see, Cesar, that doing exercise as a routine regularly, even if you do 150 or 300 minutes a week, as you said, recommended by also the health organization, it becomes much better your whole life. You can get more motivation to do all other routines in your life. Don't you think about it like professionally
Yeah.
speaking? Or
It applies to our life. If you allow me, I just took my cell phone to. We were talking about this video earlier, and I found it really interesting. I mean, it's according to a guy that says the 10 things that makes us live longer. I mean, live healthier and longer.
Okay.
So taking a moment to just to give a little shortcut about what he says. He said that number 1, move for 30 minutes a day. 2nd, have a favorite sport. 3, be educated about food. 4, have a meal plan. 5, sex and intimate loving. Number 6, drink at least 2 liters of water a day. Number 7, be outside a lot. I found that really interesting. The guy said that we should be more outside, and in this current situation that we live, work and everything else, it's really something hard to do. 8, get at least 7 hours of quality sleep. 9, meditate frequently. This is something that everybody tries to do, but it's really hard to. And number 10, have good relation with people. It makes a lot of sense, right?
For sure.
It makes a lot of sense.
Actually, this good tip about being outside as much as you can every day, you get with the free sun, vitamin D, which is one of the most important vitamins that you have in your body. It avoids a lot of disease, gives you beautiful skin and a lot of benefits besides other vitamins that you get it. So definitely there are 10 tips that you can just incorporate in your life regularly, right?
Yeah, just about the sun, and it increases your happiness about life. If we go to countries where they have less exposure to the sun, it's usually the countries where people are
the statistics said that. Yeah.
sadder, or maybe they don't have this. Well, sunlight is life, so it's really important
Don't
for
you
us
feel
to go outside.
About talking about this, don't you feel by yourself that after doing a good workout, really sweat, really discharge, let's say, your pressure, then you get a good shower, go to sleep, don't you sleep much better?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's endorphin,
Yeah.
It's it's not on the effects of exercise. It's not only about your body, it's about your mind. And your mind helps you also to sleep better, to just avoid or forget a little bit about your daily problems, your work, the things that affects you, and you definitely can sleep better and have a better life in general.
And again, reinforcing these habits, besides our main argue here that talking about physical activity or workouts or some trainings, but the mindfulness and the therapies, let's say yoga, other kind of this practice, also just is a positive addition to complete your wellness in general, right? Your body health and your mind health together gives you a longer life, a much happier life, and you get conscious of your society altogether much better. You live much better, right?
Yeah, it's proven that if you follow a religion, we're not talking about any specific religion, but if you believe in something, you live happier. You have a more positive way to look life. I mean, you have something that you believe that it's above our way of life.
Man, and about your routines right now, your lifestyle, let's say, Cesar, tell us about what are you doing to be flexible in your day life and your routines, your combination of professional commitments, routines. What are you doing to get healthy and in shape right now?
Yeah, what you mean is basically how do I get time to go to the gym? Because yeah, that's the general question, and it's a very good question, because what I hear the most people that I talk to is that no one have time to go to the gym.
The classic excuse.
The classic excuse, yeah,
to avoid
exactly,
going to
exactly.
Yeah.
And for example, as you know, I'm traveling for the last couple months, and I'm not living in any specific point, so it's really harder to get a gym where you can go and do exercises.
Establish a routine and so.
So I grabbed something that I found really interesting, and not only me, but a lot of people that during the pandemic try to exercise at home using calisthenics, which I found really interesting. It's really
Very
interesting.
Nice. It's a new trend that's consolidating as a classic routine right now.
Yeah, for me, I'm a guy that likes to lift weights. I'm not a cardio guy. Well, right now I'm doing cardio also, but I like to lift heavy stuff. So for me, it was really hard not going to the gym during the pandemic. So what I did, I bought a bar that I could fit on my wall, and I used to do my calisthenics over there. I mean, chest and back and everything that you can imagine.
Own weight?
Your own weight, exactly.
Your resistance, body resistance. Yeah.
So I'm finding here in Brazil, in our region, I'm finding really difficult to have this access to gyms wherever you go. Some places there are no gyms, or there are no good gyms, or they don't accept people that are only going for a day or for a week. They only get longer plans. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to fit my schedule between calisthenics and gyms. So in places where I go, where I can go to the gym and pay maybe a small fee and use for a day, it's okay. Otherwise, I stay at home and I do my push-ups and, I mean, stuff that everybody knows, and right now much easier because you can go on YouTube and you find a guy that shows you how to...
There are a bunch of options.
Yeah, there are several options for you to use your body to do exercise, you know. So for me, it's very simple. I mean, it's I just tried to adapt my mindset that 1 hour a day I have to use to be healthier, to take care of my body.
At least 30 minutes a day.
Exactly.
To assure this.
Even if it's walking on the street, you know, I have to move my body, and this is something that was really hard for me because I'm not an sports guy. I have not been an sports guy forever. I mean, it's something that I adapt in my life.
You have this background about 10 years or so.
Yeah, something like that. And I mean, I see that a lot of people are doing that. And I have this really compromise. It's something that I have to do. I mean, if I don't do that, I feel bad about myself, you know? It's like when you go to McDonald's and you have this fast food or any other kind of junk food, and after that you feel bad about yourself. It's more or less the same situation.
You have a bad conscience about it.
Exactly, I'm treating my body really bad.
You committed a sin.
Exactly. So for me, it's really something part of the day. If I can recommend to people, it's something that you have to apply and to fit in your day? I mean, I know it's even harder in these days. People have to work longer, and we have family, we have friends,
Rush hours,
we have social life,
yeah.
we have a lot of stuff that is that is stealing our time, like social media. We have Instagram, which is
traffic.
Exactly. Do you feel the same?
For
like
sure, yeah. That's why again athletics is very famous, because we can share the two worlds, you know, the industry for commercial use equipment, then you go to the gym, you need to be physically there, or at home, or again, as we said before, combining the gamification of the wearables, that you can just download an app and do exercise. So besides where you are, you can do exercise with no excuse at home, or if you lose sometimes going to the gym, but in any place you have no excuse. You can do exercise and maintain and keep this routine, as you are telling us as a good example, because you are a witness of this, and that's why we love to talk and to know how a guy like you can give us an example to be healthy, to combine social life, combine professional life with healthy life. That's the thing.
Yeah, I found it was really interesting. I was listening to a podcast one of these days. You know Roberto Justus?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a very famous Brazilian guy, and he was talking about how, well, the guy is like 75 years old, something like that. And he was talking about how he takes care of his life. And he said, well, I don't drink alcohol, I don't drink soda, I only drink water, I sleep at least, I don't know, 8 hours. I mean, a lot of stuff that he does that it's focused on taking care of his life. Then he said, yeah, of course I can die tomorrow, I can have a cancer tomorrow, I can have a really serious disease tomorrow, but I'm trying to reduce the chances of this happen.
You surely avoid,
right? Exactly.
Develop this kind of disease or something.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot avoid completely, but you can, I mean, reduce the risks, you know? And it's something logical. I mean, we cannot predict what is going to happen to us. I mean, I can go outside and die tomorrow. I don't know, anything can happen, but it's something about reducing the risks. So for me, I really grabbed that philosophy a lot. I try to apply that in my life. It's about to reducing the risks. I mean, I don't want to get old and have this difficulty to move or to do stuff. So as you were saying before, it's doing exercise is not about only getting shape. It's about to improve your life, doing better your stuff that you do day by day.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In all actions and routines of your life during the day or night, because even if you are sleeping, if you did exercise, if you eat healthy, you also sleep healthier. And then you have your mind also in shape, let's say, like this, in this matter.
Daniel, what I have seen more, it's more people looking for different ways to exercise, not only the usual, not only muscular machines, and CrossFit is one example. And I was wondering, how about you guys? I mean, you are from the business. How did you see the past years, and how do you see the future happening for you guys?
Definitely, it's a good question, because we are realizing that it has been changing in this couple of decades for now on, and much more after the pandemic. Athletic has increased and launched several different options to keep people doing exercise, you know. If you don't like or you don't feel much comfortable doing liftings or cardio running in a treadmill, we have a bunch of products like in accessories, dumbbells, kettlebells, plates, abs, trampolines, steppers, you know, ankle wristers. We have over 1,000 different options of solutions, and small ones or bigger ones, to have to your home or even to the gym or the hotels, condominiums, clubs, you know. And also it's very nice because we are introducing lines in relaxing products, you know, options like massage for feet, for your arms, legs, even your eyes, your head. So we have several models like chairs, you know, complete whole chairs to give you relaxing and massage solutions.
Like those in malls?
Like those in malls that you put $5, $10 and you have a relaxing for some minutes. We provide this kind of chairs and products. Pilates is also a boost we see joined in the gyms, or even when you go to a hotel to get some days as a vacational, and then there is a Pilates studio over there. Functional trainings, circuits, CrossFit circuits. So we can provide different solutions because we are really thinking that the new trends or the future, let's say, of the fitness in general, the whole industry is giving you as the options as you can find to be healthier and doing exercise. Now, even though you don't like or you didn't be a fitness guy or doing exercise frequently, right now you have definitely no excuses to avoid doing this, because we have a lot of different models, styles, trainings, and Athletic is just in the market to give you this kind of options, you know.
Oh, nice. And that's why I was wondering, because I saw you guys with these Pilates and Pilates segment, you know, and I found it really interesting. I mean, it's a lot of, just as you said, it's a lot of ways to exercise. You have no excuses to.
Cesar, you know, one of the options that you have nowadays, and Athletic is also providing a lot of this, is like yoga or meditation, you know, mindfulness. So you can combine your health mind, you know, being smooth, being more soft, mentally speaking, combining with exercise in this matter. So yoga balls, yoga massagers, you know, this kind of products, and it gives you another combination of healthy lifestyle, physically and mentally speaking.
Yeah, interesting. Honestly, I'm not a yoga, not even a Pilates guy, but Pilates, for some reason that I don't know what, called my attention more. How is Pilates? I mean, why should a guy like me do Pilates?
That's a good issue, because Pilates is actually, as a solution for exercise, it gives you a lot of different niches of Pilates. You can do hard Pilates, you can sweat a lot, or you can do soft Pilates. And that's, I mean, I could say that the results, the main results that you have in Pilates is a good posture, your back gives you much more density, tonification of the muscles. You, of course, you won't be a muscle developing exercise, because it's not the objective of the Pilates, but it gives you a lot of healthier movements, healthier posture. It reinforces, for instance, after a surgery, it gives you more tonification for the muscles. You recover your body as a whole aspect in the tonification, your joints. It gives you really good exercise in this matter. So Pilates, and also many people are seeking for Pilates because it's an option for the classic gym, you know.
So at the end, we have two different ways that makes people go to the gym. I mean, this is what we were
Definitely.
talking about.
Yeah.
I can go to the gym because I want to look better, or I can go to the gym because I want to be healthier. So I think that Pilates, yoga maybe fit in this kind of people that go do something because they want to live healthier.
No,
Right, it's
correct. And if you have
which is
this
not,
concept,
I'm sorry to interrupt, which is different from the people that go to the gym to look better. It's not the same thing, you know. It's not about aesthetics.
no, and also, again, you can just keep doing Pilates your whole life, or you combine as a step before going to the gym to work harder, to get a cardio HIIT trainings. You prepare your body firstly in Pilates, for instance, no? Or even in yoga, as we talked previously, because it prepare your body to a next level, let's say, you know. And actually, we are concluding right now that for the future of fitness, future of exercising, it will be in this point. I mean, no one will have excuses to avoid doing something to move the body, you know. Gamification, technologies, wearables, apps. Actually, we are also thinking a lot about apps, you know, because you can download, you can have in your cellular your trainings individually for you, for your goals. I would like to lose weight, I would like to increase my body, my shape, or just I would like to keep doing some movements in my body. How can I do this? So the future will be in this way. We think hardly about this. What are you thinking about the next steps for the future in fitness?
Well, my opinion is basically my personal opinion. So I feel that it has changed a lot from the point of view of the business in general. Mm-hmm. But for people in general, for example, I go to the gym and I lift weight. For me, it's the same thing if I have a machine that one brand or another, or just a weight, it's the same result that I'm expecting. So I feel as a user that the muscular segment hasn't changed a lot. What yes has changed a lot, it's, as you said, Pilates, it's different stuff coming to the world of exercise in general, right? Because I feel that the ways for you to get in shape, they change names a lot, they change segments, but it's not exactly a deep changing.
The main concept, it keeps the same. Right?
Let's take Pilates. Don't get me wrong, I think it's really interesting what Pilates does, the way that you use the machines and everything else. But it's the same, I mean, nothing goes too away from the usual. You have to stretch yourself. You have to lift stuff.
You have to get sweat.
You have to move your body. You have to get sweat.
Sure.
You know, I don't know if you agree. It's basically...
Definitely, yeah. In the end of the day, again, we need to move our body. We need to use this instrument that we have by our own, and in a different ways. Harder, smoother, but in the end, that's the thing. And again, everyone, more and more, in the whole world, we see that every day. We travel a lot. We participate as a brand in the international trade shows, international events, you know. We also support some sports and competitions. And in the whole world, everyone are looking for doing exercise, keeping mind and shape well. And we are in this market just because we believe in this, you know.
In a lot of ways.
The people must be healthier.
Do you remember years ago when I think you guys still have that, those vibration machines?
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is something, maybe it's just to give context to what I was talking about. This is something that doesn't make you move. I mean, you don't get sweaty using that. It's just something,
it's a compliment. Does that work? Do you remember we have these solutions in our portfolio of Relax? The Athletic Relax has some models that gives you these compliments, because the vibration machines provokes you to relax your body after the hard trainer, or to let's say
in addition to your workout.
Exactly.
Right.
So again, we also can provide this kind of product solutions to ones that would like to try to feel how is the effects in the body about these vibrations.
Nice.
But it's fun. It's fun because every kind of exercise, every kind of impact, positively speaking, in your body, it becomes with some product or some solution, some orientation for the training. Even though, as you said about the calisthenics,
yeah,
or your free weights, with using your own body to do exercise, there are plenty of solutions for now and for the future.
Right.
Cesar, man, it was really a pleasure to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. And right now, by the way, what do you think if you go outside and get some sweat, do some workouts?
Definitely. Let's go there.
Join me, brother?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Man. Let's go.
Okay, nice to see you, man. All right.
Man, tell me, if I decide to start doing some exercise, I'm a beginner, let's say, what do you suggest, based on your experience, to start? Could I start in a spinning bike, in cardio exercise, or more weights?
I would definitely start for something that I like to use. For example, you are using the spinning bike right now. Let's say that you are just using that because you think that it's good for your legs. Someone told you that it's good for it will make you look better, or anything else. And it's not something that comes naturally with you. So you are going against with your will, you understand that? So for me, for example, I like to lift weights. I like to go to the gym. And for me, I wouldn't say that it's something that I do completely naturally, but I like to go there. I miss when I don't go to the gym. So it's kind of natural. So I would do something that I like, whatever. If you like running, go run. If you like to use the spinning bike, go spin, and whatever you like.
Your point of view make a lot of sense, because for me, for instance, I love to do sports like tennis. I play tennis. I like to play volleyball. I like to run a little bit. So cardio would be definitely a very good solution for me, right? Because it makes me with a stronger breath, more resistance. So cardio, definitely, it's a better solution in my case.
It's something that you like to do. You like to move your body much more than lifting stuff.
Okay. And for someone that are watching us right now, some viewers, our followers, would you suggest to do a complement besides the gym, the equipment, the exercises? What tips could you give to our followers, our fellows that are watching us right now?
You mean to the people that are starting to use an equipment or something?
And seeking for a better life, feeling a wellness?
I think everybody knows that you need to exercise. Everybody needs to move. I feel that it's impossible today, with the options that we have, you not doing any kind of exercise. You have to do that. So what I would do if I was as I did in the past, you know, I try to apply or include in my routine an exercise. Like today, I have to be 1 hour a day taking care of my body. Whatever I do, I mean, whatever I do, if I go run or if I go to the gym, it doesn't matter. I just have to go and exercise and do something. So what I would do first is find something that I like to do. If I, just as I said, if you like running, go run or whatever you like, and try to do that constantly. You know, it's not natural. It never is completely natural. Nobody likes we like, I mean, I think that the human being like to rest. This is our natural position, you know. So it's not natural for you to go and move yourself and get sweaty. So if you at least can find something that you feel less uncomfortable, I would go for that way.
But in terms of complements, let's say by nutrition, supplements, because as more you burn, more you lose, more you need to recover, no? And to load again your body with energy. So in terms of this kind of good meals, good nutrition, healthier sleeping time, what do you think about a beginner could seek for this kind of routine, entirely speaking, you know, not only based in the exercises?
Oh yeah, it goes, it's like a package. I don't feel that exercise by itself is gonna solve someone that it's not like you've been 20 years at homes in a sedentary way of life and you're gonna start to do some stuff, do some exercise, and you're gonna improve your life just doing that kind of exercise. I feel that it's just as we said before, you know, it's those 10 aspects that makes people live longer. I think that it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you eat well, if you can change your fast food one day by something that is healthy for you, if you can be outside more than the usual, if you can live better with your problems, if you can deal better with your work, with your family, with your life, I think it's a package of stuff, of things that can make you better in general. I mean, it's gonna be mentally and physically healing, you know. Well, I'm not saying that I'm just giving that as an example because not everyone is perfect on that, and I try to apply that to eat healthy, to go to the gym, to take care of my thoughts, including, and it's something that really requires a lot of work. You know, it's
discipline,
not natural. Yeah, discipline. Yeah,
you meant to,
definitely.
You need to establish some goals, right? Some individual goals, and go and look for it, because no one will do it for you. No?
You're getting with a shortage of breath.
Yeah, no, I'm hitting myself because I'm going to play volleyball in a couple of hours, so I need to be.
But that's the thing, you know, and we don't. It's something that when you start to apply good things in your life, good things. I'm of course I'm talking about exercising, better food, better sleeping, better quality of life in general. You feel that. I mean, it's not something that you're doing because someone told you, or you read on the internet, or you think it's right but you don't know why. It's something that you're gonna feel. I mean, you feel day by day that you wake up better, you feel better to lift stuff at home, you feel better when you have to do anything. I mean, you know,
surely,
it's something that it's addicting. Once you start to do whatever you like to do in terms of exercise, I think it's addicting. I think it's harder to give up after you start than to give the first step, you know, to start from nothing, from zero.
You need to do the first step. After that,
exactly.
you never stop again, because your body will start to ask you, you know, provoke you to move your body. And that's why, man, we are in this industry. That's why athletic is in the field over 36 years right now, because we love to provide healthier life, to provide solutions to everyone, and to see the results, you know, and the motivation of everyone doing exercise and feeling better and get longer life, to extend maybe not only practice but your lifestyle, you know, being better in all movements that you do every day.
It's a company that is looking for profit, just like any other company in the world. But you guys have this argument where you are selling health. And it's not only an argument, because you are actually selling stuff that improves people's life, you know? So I think that's really interesting for the, let's say, the industry. And again, of course, you're looking for profit, but it's a way to also do something good for people.
Definitely.
Right.
Actually, of course, financially speaking, profit makes your company being in the market over and over, not. But our main profit, believe me, is giving the feedback, receiving the feedback of our end consumers, of gym owners or club owners that says, man, my end consumers, my people that come and practice some exercise, even being Pilates, even being relaxing or tough weights to lift, everyone are happy, are satisfied and motivated to keep going. That's our main goal, man.
That's cool, that's cool.
Thanks. My brother, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming.
For having me.
Very nice to meet you again.
Thanks, man.
We had a very nice chat, and your tips, your healthy life, it's an example for everyone. So guys, please follow us. Keep subscribing in our social medias. We are in Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and we are preparing new contents for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Bye.